Now volunteers, you all know the story. When I first got to the department, they were running a big program with posters and all sorts of media on gain, train and retain volunteers. Now has anything changed since then? Well, in one sense, no, because we all have those issues of getting people to turn up. There's issues of time, when have people got the time? Are they interested? How many organisations here have sat at their trophy night and then at the last moment turned it into the annual general meeting? Because you can't get anyone to turn up to the annual general meeting. And then you want some volunteers, you want someone to come onto your board. And I can recall sitting in the back of one particular one in my daughter's netball, where the guy next to me, and the club's going to fold unless they get some more committee members. So I'll put my hand up if you put your hand up, so you can watch him put his hand up, there it goes. But then you get to the diversity exercise. How do you get, because you've got people who don't want to be on boards. I've been on school boards and junior football and junior netball and junior hockey and all those sorts of things, and didn't want to be there, to tell you the truth, but in the end had a good time. But some people, A, don't know how to go about getting onto a board, new people into our community. Women are still primary caregivers, and we organise the meetings, those sorts of meetings at 6:30 through to 8:30, whatever it might be. It's a difficulty getting onto those. So there's some problems to solve, because we've got people who don't want to be on boards, who are on boards, and we've got people who do want to be on boards, who, for various reasons of, A, don't know they're there, nervous about being there, or just the timing doesn't fit. So they're the sorts of things we need to work through to try and meet some of the aspirations of people wanting to, and also meet some of the aspirations of people not wanting to. So there's just a whole range of things, but training of volunteers has improved just so much. And training people, particularly from called backgrounds, from socially disadvantaged backgrounds, if we can get all those people, many of them into some training, it actually helps their whole lives. In the kids sport program, we're trying to attempt to get guardians or a parent, when they do come down, to get involved in some coaching. That helps them with disciplining kids at home. Could you be the assistant treasurer? All of those sorts of things can help all those sorts of backgrounds. So there's so many upsides. But also, one of the points is, there is so much good information that we have here that you guys already have that can be recycled. Because when you go into looking at how do you gain those volunteers, a lot of the ways we do it and have done it are still there. But it's also how we target people and make them feel comfortable. And some of those roles when you think I'll go into one of those and you don't feel confident. So how do we make people feel confident to put up their hands to go into those roles? So there's lots of training available, but again, the middle class of our society know where to access that training. They understand where to go. There's a lot of people that just, A, don't know it's there. Substantive equity is about, in government, we are required to go to people that don't know where the funding is, don't know where the opportunities are, to go to them and present them to them. Like years ago we made our applications for funding easier, the acquittals easier for a lot of these groups. We couldn't get some money out the door to some of the disadvantaged groups because the applications were like this. I can see a few people smiling in the room. The acquittals were like, I couldn't do them myself. I left school at 15, so I couldn't work all that stuff out, Kim. So it was amazing how we made a lot of those sorts of things easier. All of a sudden, the budget we had for that area the next year went out in 6 months. So there's lots of things to keep working on. So there's great opportunities, and we're certainly happy to work with you. So